What's up, gamers? I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast, episode 43. This week we're going to be talking about Steam, Starfield, and r/advice.
It's your main man, Mizzix, coming at you with another fresh one.
And your boy Wenzel. So I want to talk about Steam, more specifically, their security system.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys ever dealt with a Steam security and the Steam Guard?
Yes.
Yeah, I use Steam Guard I use Steam Guard.
Yeah. So not only did I break my phone recently and had to go get a new one,
Mm-hmm.
I also got a new computer because I broke my old computer again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that was why we didn't record last week, guys.
Yep.
Broke
my
PC,
computer,
so...
Yes. Let's go with that.
To expand on that, I recently plugged in my old computer like 2 months ago, and I didn't realize there was a bolt on the power strip, and it made some sparks happen, and my graphics card has slowly been descending. And it is cheaper to buy a whole new PC than it is a graphics card.
Just a graphics, Jesus Christ.
So I spent $2,000. That could have got me like the lowest version of the 30 series, or a new water-cooled PC with a 3060 and an i7. So I want the new computer.
Obviously.
We take those.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a cube and it's white.
So
But
what
my
are
problem,
you going to do with the old one?
It is currently sitting on the floor collecting dust.
You know, I've been
'Cause the
looking for
graphics-
cool things to do with old computers.
I gotta figure out what to do with my old computer as well.
You could start a
Don't even... If you say the word Linux, I'm
a
leaving this call.
network-based hard drive.
I'm intrigued.
Okay.
Talk about that during your section.
Okay. I'll talk about NASes.
All right, so tell me about this. Tell me about this Steam Guard fiasco.
So, my Steam Guard was on the old phone.
Ooh.
And so I was setting up the new downloading Steam, and it's like, oh, we need your Steam Guard thing. I was like, shit.
About that.
Yeah. So I went through like, oh, okay, they can text me a code. It was to my Washington State phone number.
Okay, that's on you. You didn't update.
Yeah, that part is on me. So I went through this whole series of like questions. It was like most recent purchases, CD keys I've inputted.
Dang.
Which I left that blank. I can't remember the last time I used a CD key on Steam.
Like you've never bought something off G2A?
I have. I just don't remember what.
Okay.
Because it's been months since I've done that. And I input all that, and I was at work, and I saw that I got an email, so I was like, oh, cool. Went up to my boss, hey, I'm going to go outside for 10 minutes. And I sat there and chatted with this, what I assumed was a bot and a human, because it gave weird answers sometimes. And at one point, I messaged him like, this is really good security stuff, because you're making me answer all these really stupid questions. And by the end of it, he's like, oh yeah, we just turned off your Steam Guard. Have fun signing into your account. Sat down to sign in. They never took it off.
So what are
So I had to go through that whole fiasco a second time.
I'd be so pissed.
Just so I could turn it off again. Oh, it was like a 3-day thing.
Dang.
So sitting there, I was like, I ended up downloading the Epic Game Store launcher thing.
I recommended it.
And played some of the free games I got from them.
Hey.
But I'm curious, have you guys ever had an issue where you needed to like deal with that company's support system?
You know, I actually had something, I don't want to say it's similar, but I had an occurrence with them. I want to say this was around 2014. So I made my Steam account in like 2011, probably the first one. And I don't know why it was jacked up, but every time I tried to log in, I had to like go reset my password on my email every single time. And then, so every time I log in, I had to go reset my password and log in. Like it was like I had never logged in before. And then eventually one day I go to log in and it just no longer will send me the email. So I said goodbye to that account, and I made the current one I have today.
Remember, we were pissed because that was when we were
I
playing
had
Counter
stuff on
Strike,
that.
and
Yeah.
there was skins on that account.
I know.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Were they expensive skins?
No,
I
because
don't think so.
I was in like just getting into high school, so there's no way I had anything
okay.
more than like it was probably altogether worth like $30 maybe.
Okay.
Let's
So
see. I'm
you're not going to
looking.
be like the Irish guy who is now searching dumps all over Ireland looking for a flash drive that has like 80 bitcoins on it.
No.
I wouldn't even. I'm looking here. You got an AK-47 cartel minimal wear here. I think that's the most expensive skin you got on that account. FAMAS Darkwater, maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, so
Maybe like
I've
38
lost my
cents.
Steam account before.
How many games did you lose?
Nothing too bad.
Nothing too bad.
No.
It wouldn't be like today where you lose like a couple hundred games.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I didn't have 100 games, so I would. If I had to guess, maybe like 30, and some of them were free. So.
Patrick, have you ever been locked out of an account and attempted to get back in?
Not quite the same thing, but back a couple of months ago, last year, when the whole Dogecoin thing was like exploding, without doing very much research, I downloaded the crypto.com app and purchased myself, I don't know, like $80, $100 worth of Dogecoin. And it had gone up to something around, it was like 200 or something that I had. And I was like, all right, like this is probably, I've just doubled my money. Like let's just call it a day here. And before I had bought the Dogecoin, what I should have looked up was how I am supposed to get this money out. Because there's an option, crypto.com.
Oh.
Because there's an option to transfer directly to your bank through them.
Mm-hmm.
Except my financial institution is not a supported, not supported, and yeah.
You can't just give them account and routing number and then.
Nope, they wouldn't do it. And yeah, and I was like, dude, I'm so pissed.
Who do you bank with?
I don't know if I'm gonna.
Oh, is it like a local
Yeah,
one?
I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
If
it is a
one.
local bank.
Okay, if it was
No,
a big
it is
one,
a
no,
local bank.
I'd be like, man, you can only cash out via Vlad's banking service.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that was pretty cool. So I've just got like, let's see if I can still get into it. Probably at this point it's like nothing.
Yeah. I lost a Nintendo account like a year and a half ago because that reminded me of that. Because I broke my phone like a year and a half ago, and you have to use the Google Authenticator app, and you just can't get in without it. And there's no like reset, no text, no nothing.
Then I probably lost my Nintendo account.
You
Because the Google
you
Authenticator
probably
was on my
lost your-
old phone.
You can still log in and play your games, but it's like you can't, update. You can't buy things. You can't, It's like you can still play all like your Mario Party and your Smash Bros. And all the couch multiplayer. But if you want to buy some more games, you're gonna have to make a new account.
Good thing I didn't have any games on that account. So, moving on to another fiasco I had. So I did. It's very stupid. How fast? I have two questions. One, how fast does an oil change for your car usually take?
I changed my car's oil last night. It took like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
So, this is another thing that makes me angry. When you make an appointment, you expect to have a slot reserved for you, correct?
Yeah.
Making an appointment is.
Or like a pretty quick, get me in pretty quick.
So I went to a pretty well-known chain of oil change places that recognizes my free oil changes. Made an appointment, 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get my Jeep back till 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Jeez.
I go to AT&T for bring my old busted up phone in, put it on the table, and said I need a new one. Thankfully for me, they were having a special where you bring in a Samsung device, any condition, $800 off on the new generation. 20 minutes. Have you guys been in a similar situation where you go
Wait,
somewhere expecting?
did you have an
I
appointment with the AT&T? What?
Nope. I just walked in.
So how did that have
I
to do with appointments?
because I had an appointment at the oil change place
Oh, okay, okay.
for 9 o'clock.
So then you're just standing around for like 3 hours?
Thankfully, it was next to my old work, so I just went and hung out there.
Hmm.
But I could see the oil change place across the street, and my Jeep sat outside until about noon. Like they didn't move it. It just sat there for 3 hours. I can tell you, I'm never going back to them.
Yeah.
Have you ever made an appointment and got screwed over?
No, but I also don't make appointments for getting my oil changed.
Mm.
They also around here they have drive-through oil places.
Yeah, same here.
So
That would be cool.
yeah, I don't know. Even if I wasn't gonna do it myself, then I mean I would still not make an appointment. I would just show up for that.
Now that I think I have like 2 or 3 more free oil changes. After that, I'm doing it myself.
Mhm.
Because now that I have a garage, I can just like pull it in there.
It is fun.
Yeah. Well, because you did it on your car, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, what else?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know if you got something new.
Lawnmower?
Maybe. Did you do the oil change on your lawnmower?
I don't have a lawnmower.
There's your first mistake. Well, I don't even have to jack my car up. I can just
That is
wiggle
cool.
under there. Figure out where Dodge hid the oil filter like they do.
I got the ramps that you drive up on.
Those are nice.
Those are
Are they the
convenient.
metal ones?
No, they're plastic, so it's a little sketchy.
Oh,
Sounds-
you need to get some metal
That
ones.
sounds, yeah. I mean, your car is like not the biggest,
It's
but
not heavy,
yeah.
but plastic is very durable. If it's tensile strength.
So do you want me to drive my car on top of them and see if it
I would have to
holds?
see what it's rated to, but let me see. Let me look it up.
I
Also,
don't know if they make metal ones anymore, but I had someone.
they've gotta, dude. They've gotta go to Harbor
they-
Freight and buy us fucking.
Hold
Yeah.
on there, Chief. You're trusting Harbor Freight metal over here?
Well, for his car.
Well, mine
Oh, okay,
these claim to hold up to 12,000 pounds.
So
I just
half
don't
of
trust
Wings of
plastic.
Redemption. Oh, these look nice.
Because you gotta think, right? If you ever try like
By Home Depot.
breaking a credit card by like smashing it, the same principle is holding your car up.
Yeah. Do you have the wheel chucks?
I have some. Does this? I don't think this came with them, but I do have some wheel chucks. Yes.
I'm just looking at the frequently bought together. I've had that oil catch before. Okay, these ones look good.
Yeah.
Oh, what is the inside of it? Is it hollow on the inside? No, it's not.
No, it's got these things that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
do
like
like.
support inside.
I
but
like the fact you get that little bump
Yeah.
stop.
That is.
you don't
that is
drive
nice.
off the edge.
I don't know if I would trust it with my car.
Yeah.
I
don't
mean,
know
your
if I'd
truck
trust
is
it
high
with
enough
your
that
car.
you would probably
Yeah, I
can
don't.
just get under it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I might just jack up one side if I was you.
I don't even jack it up. I can fit under there
Yeah,
fine.
you can
Yeah,
just
I mean
you
for
can
the
probably
oil
just
change. Yeah,
climb
but-
around under there.
Yeah.
You get a small enough baby, and that baby could just walk right under that thing.
Yeah,
See,
that's what I'm saying.
what we did for my cousin has an SUV and we want to do her oil change. We drove it up onto the curb
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just put it in park, and we just crawled under it. And then we found out someone used a torque wrench to put the drain plug on. And we're like, I've put my whole body weight on this, and it's not coming off. We're
I don't
going
think you know
somewhere
what a
else.
torque wrench does.
A torque wrench?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Impact gun.
Okay.
Let's say a torque wrench will torque something down to a specific level, then it goes click click. I have one of those. I like it.
Boys, we got remarkable news. What? How much did I say I thought I had sitting in a
You said
crypto
probably
account?
like nothing.
$200.
$350, as it turns out, boys.
Dang.
You should figure out how to cash that out.
I gotta figure this out.
I didn't know Dogecoin went up that much.
No, I guess I sold it, or I had to convert it into something else because the way that you
Oh.
transfer it is like you sell it to us, like to a third party, and then they transfer or something. If I remember correctly.
Just make a
And
Coinbase account and send it there.
I use Cash App
So I got to figure this out, but
because Cash App you can buy Bitcoin directly from it. Take it. I've profited maybe $20.
free money.
Yeah, I have it set up so it gives me a notification when it goes
What is
up
the
a
price of
percent and down
Bitcoin?
a percent.
See,
I just sold some
Yep.
Bitcoin. That's below market value. I'd recommend. I might buy some Bitcoin.
It's up 5.35% right now, but in the past week,
278.
it's going back up. Because I put in.
This is a for the record. So we're not finance experts. Don't take anything we say as finance advice. This is just our opinions.
Yep.
But I
What
tell
I
you, my
did-
opinion is I buy it every time it dips. I bought it at 35, sold it at 40. I might buy
That's-
again.
if it drops to 35 again, I'll buy. I'll buy more. Because right now I've got I put $200 in. When it got to 220, I cashed out the 20. And right now I'm sitting at 196.40.
Yeah,
So
I paid for a year of ExpressVPN with that money.
there you go. It's making money, making moves. My last thing, which we've all played and moderately enjoyed, Borderlands.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Do you remember the character Tiny Tina, right?
Mm-hmm. She got her own game now, right?
She does. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. It is so Borderlands 2 had Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Castle, which was like a D&D themed DLC. Did we ever play that together?
No.
No,
I don't think so.
not even
No.
a little bit.
It was fun just because it's skeletons and shit like that. So they decided one, Tiny Tina's going back to being Tiny Tina and no longer Teenage Tina, and she gets her own game, which I'm very excited for. It comes out on the 25th. Did not pre-order for those who are curious.
Oh, thank you.
Who are you and what have you done with Wenzel?
All right, I'm going to pre-order
Yeah,
right now.
Probably bought the exclusive collector's bundle while you're at it.
I honestly thought about it just because it comes with some cool stuff. I can't pre-order it on Steam.
Probably
that makes
goes
me
down
sad.
to GameStop and buys all their Funko Pops.
I do not. I
Man
I
hates
think
his money.
Funko Pops are stupid. And then there's also the people that'll buy a Funko Pop that goes up in value and they sell it for like triple the amount they paid.
I got a guy at work that does that.
Really?
Yeah,
couldn't
I
imagine it.
bet he doesn't tip his landlord.
Yeah. You mean land chat?
Yeah, I bet his landlord.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this again.
Is it because
I will say the thing about the outro. I'll say it right now. We're not doing that again.
But Tiny Tina's Wonderland is basically Borderlands plus swords and magic. You guys gonna play it?
Swords and magic.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
be down. Yeah.
So it
It has swords. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
what is this, like a game that I'm supposed to know about? I don't know about this.
No. It's like they still have all the guns.
Do
but
they
also
give you
swords.
anything cool for like actually pre-ordering nowadays, or like
No.
real shit, or is it all just digital stuff?
The real shit is a separate purchase now. Because
It's like,
I looked at the Tiny Tina's loot box because my significant other is a very big fan. She loves
can
it.
you link me to it? I'm looking for this. I just want to
It
see
was on GameStop's. I was on on R&R at work, and I'm
Maybe
like,
I'll
I
go
wonder if
see
this thing exists. It was like $100 too, and I was like, it doesn't.
I'm trying to find the physical stuff.
Oh, the treasure trove collector box. Is this it?
Yes. Let's take a peek at what it comes with.
This is not that cool.
Yeah, that was like
A paper craft booklet, a
yeah.
map, some tarot. I think tarot cards, some pins, a plush butt stallion, and Oh, this is okay. Actually, this standalone Bunkers and Badasses module, so like a D&D book.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's cool. Just in the picture,
Is
it
that
looks
worth
kind of
$40
lame.
though?
This is $100 for just this. It doesn't even come
That's
with
what
the
I'm
game.
saying. I'm saying the game is 60. All that other crap is $40.
I don't know if it comes with the game.
You're
It does
right.
not.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
not
you are
included.
The
smoking.
game, the game is not included. So yeah, definitely not.
No, not
Like
worth it.
if it came with the game, yeah, I'd go
I'd say maybe.
buy it.
You know,
I'd go buy a PS5 one and be like, here you go, enjoy. Hope you like it. But since it doesn't come with anything cool, like Modern Warfare 2, when it came out with night vision.
Fucking
Yeah.
night vision
I
goggles.
know.
Or Black Ops had the fucking RC car, dude.
I had the RCXD.
Like, that
Wonder
shit
where it
was cool. And
Yeah.
maybe that's just because we were, 16 and thought everything was cool, but
Well,
like,
that's
You're
still
talking
way
to a
cooler
guy
than
who-
a book and like a plushie. What?
yeah, that's very true. But also, like, think about the target demographic. I don't know if
Borderlands?
I don't know.
It's
Well, this is a Tiny Tina thing. Like, maybe it's more trying to cater
it's
to
still
the.
same thing.
I
Okay.
think
From the footage
Borderlands.
I've watched,
It's the same
still-
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You-
Yeah,
I
I haven't
bet-
played any of this. I haven't, but
Like if they included like a little RC car of that car they got in the game, I might be like,
That would
oh,
be cool.
this could be worth it. I'd be like, oh, well, it depends on the quality of the. But this thing, no, you got to be smoking something to think, oh man, $100. Yeah, that's worth a plushie, a card, a map, some cardboard, and a book.
some pins.
Oh yeah, and the
You-
pins. Forgot
Like the
about
throw
pins
in
are
like
cool
a-
looking at them, but like
I'd pay like $5 for the pins. Yeah.
You throw in a claptrap with like
Oh,
medieval
claptrap,
stuff all
that'd
over
be
'em?
so
a
cool.
little claptrap figurine or something.
That would be dope.
Yeah. Toss that in there, you got a deal.
Yeah.
You throw the game in there, yeah, I'll
I'd be like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, this is a good deal.
if
Yeah, for $100, yeah, there's just no fucking way.
Yeah.
if it came with the game, you might get my attention. Throw in a mouse pad, you got a deal. I need a new
Like,
mouse
we
pad.
A
all,
mouse pad would be cool too.
You guys heard about the Fallout 76 like pre-order thing where it like
Yeah.
the big edition where it was like a jacket and then they kept fucking dicking people around and
Yeah.
Did you hear about the bag had like
Yeah.
health issues?
what? It was
Well,
like
yeah.
it was like
I
bad
heard
for
the-
your skin or something?
Yep.
I remember
God,
the
it was-
bag. They originally promised like nylon, or I don't know, maybe I forget. what they
Leather or
promised.
something. It was supposed to be leather, I think.
Yeah, like leather. And then they gave everyone nylon because they were like, we couldn't
That or
afford
canvas
the
or
leather. We can't
something.
afford the leather.
It was like wasn't the power armor helmet? Didn't it have like lead paint?
Oh yeah, there's probably something jacked up.
Because they always said don't wear the helmet. It can cause health issues. I'm like, it what?
Fallout 4 came with a fucking Pip-Boy. Like,
Oh
think
yeah,
Garth
that
has
one.
that.
Well, did it? I thought it just came with the little Pip-Boy holder.
no,
No, it came with the Pip-Boy because the whole thing scheme behind it was you plop your phone
you could
into
put
it.
your phone
That's what I'm
in the
saying. It's
Pip-Boy, remember?
it's just a piece of plastic that holds your phone.
Well,
It's not-
sure, but it's like a
Oh.
Pip-Boy.
It's
yeah.
still cool. It's
Everyone
still
has
way
a
cooler
everyone
than
has a
this.
phone. Everyone
Yeah.
has a phone. Like that's
Yeah.
not a
Like I tried it, like just downloading Pip-Boy app and leaving my phone on my desk, did not work well.
I thought it was cool.
It was
I thought
like
it
it
was
was
pretty
cool.
cool.
I didn't.
I
Yeah, it was
mattered.
nifty, but it wasn't a thing that I was like, oh, gotta load up Fallout. All right, get my phone going on the Pip. Like, nah, it was a neat like little bit,
Yeah.
but
It was one of like I wish games came out with stuff again
Yeah.
and like came with it. None of this buy it on the side.
yeah, games are so fucking expensive these days, and they're not even fucking finished half the time. We talk about that like every other week.
Yeah.
Like, give me
But-
something cool.
So I was about to say, I would like to see like maps and stuff, but then I realized 99% of the time I'm buying a game, it's digital, so it is
Yep.
harder to include stuff.
So I bought Skyrim many times.
Mhm.
One of the times I got it on Xbox, it came with like
It comes with a map. I was thinking of
and
Skyrim.
it didn't even come with like mass produced poster map. If I remember correctly, it was like textured.
Mine was definitely mass-produced poster map.
Yeah,
but it was still
Mine
cool.
is still hanging up in my mom's office because she hasn't taken it off the wall.
Red
She
Dead
probably
Redemption
looks at it
came
and
with
is
a
like,
map too.
"Where's the
I don't know what any of this shit is. Say that again, Jordan.
I was gonna say Red Dead Redemption also came with a map.
Yep, I remember that.
I thought Red Dead Redemption 2 came out with a map too. I think that's the last game I really bought physical.
I wish I could buy like if I could go to a store and like it's a physical copy that has like a code in it, so like I could get stuff with it still. I'd do that. Like
Yeah,
here's the
that would be
game
cool.
case. You pop it open, no discs, just like a piece of paper that's got your code. Scratch it off, input your code on Steam. You have it.
I think
At
they
the
do
same
sell
time,
those.
I
I
also like the
also,
leisure of just opening Steam and be like, I want that game.
Yeah.
well,
Click.
also like that's just a lot of plastic waste. Like, what do you really like? I understand that like people collect the cases and they like to have it, but is that really necessary? Especially with how
No.
much fucking garbage we already generate. Like, really?
And in that defense, if you want to look at like your game, you bought Baldur's Gate 3. Cool. Google Baldur's Gate 3, grab something off of Google, set to desktop, and you can look at it. It's easy. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
well, if it was
something.
just gonna be like a digital code, it can just be like the cardboard thing that they have on the shelf, and then you rip
Yeah,
off the back and there's your
you
code.
scratch it off.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a box if it's just a code,
Yeah. Or you go in like
unless they're actually gonna include stuff. Then I guess you'd have to have a box so people don't just walk away with the map or whatever.
if you purchased your your game and you had the option of like a collector's box, but you had to pay shipping, would you do it?
Yeah, I mean it depends on the
Probably
box, but
depends how much shipping is, I guess.
that too.
And I think that like for Tiny Tina's, if I bought it on Steam and they're like, you get the box,
So if it was
15
like
bucks in shipping.
Tiny Tina's, and I'm buying the collector's edition for $80, and in return I get like a claptrap stand plus $10 of shipping, I'd pay for that if the game was good.
There you go. I think it would be cool if they found a way to like they could tell if you beat the game and then you could get the collector's thing.
That would be
Like
pretty
only
cool.
if you finish the game, like the first 5,000 people that finish the game, congratulations, you get to order the box.
That'd be pretty cool.
Is it possible to do? Probably not.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe
but
like there's a way you get an achievement if you defeat a boss
that's
or
what I'm saying.
something, and then you can only access that sale or something if you have that. I don't know how you would, if that is a thing logistically that Steam has in their like program, but I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard.
That doesn't seem
2%
very
of the
hard.
players have achieved this, and you get a little shiny bit around your achievement. So I've gotten a few of those. I got one of those for Battlefield 1. Moving on. I'm out of
Moving
stuff.
on.
Who's
All right,
next?
gonna take a quick break-a-rooney here. Alrighty, so Bethesda came out with a bunch of Starfield news. I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm kind of looking
I've
forward to the game.
only heard a little bit about this game. It looks really fucking good though.
Yeah, so it's kind of like their other games. I mean, they haven't changed up their formula. Obviously, they're more of a single-player game company, but it's just kind of like in space. It reminded me a lot of what is it called? The Outlanders? Oh crap.
Yeah, the game that was popular for about 3 weeks and then died.
Yeah, the
Outriders.
Wait, what?
Outriders?
The Outer Worlds. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh.
Outer Worlds. Make sure. Yeah. So it was made by Obsidian, who conveniently happened to make Fallout New Vegas. But anyway, it's kind of an outer space game. It gave me a lot of the similar vibes, but they announced a release date, which is November 11th. I'm looking forward to it. There's a bunch of cool stuff, like you can be a space cop. They got different factions. They have completely different play styles or storylines.
Can we be space firefighters?
No, but I think you can be space dispatchers actually. So
Space corrections officers?
I think you know what I don't think that one made the cut. That's coming out in the DLC.
Space Land, Chad.
I think Space Land Chad is I think that one made the cut. But they have the persuasion mini game too. So the speech checks aren't just like a skill based number. Did you guys ever get into Oblivion?
Yes.
So do you
No.
remember the persuasion mini game?
Yeah, it was very annoying when I was
You
younger, and
didn't.
it's
Oh, okay.
slightly less annoying when I'm an adult.
Yeah, I liked it because it's not just a pure number check. It actually requires a little bit of finesse to.
And you have to like read their facial expression too, and do
Yeah,
some mathematicalness.
yeah, and you can't just be like slobbing on their knob, being like, "Oh, you're the coolest dude, dude, you're so cool," over and over again. You actually have to like make conversation with them. So I like that. I'm getting pretty hyped for Starfield. What about I'm
I can't remember. Is it multiplayer?
no, I don't think so.
I'll be a little sad, but I'll still enjoy it.
You think? What do
Yeah,
you
I
think?
think I'm gonna definitely pick it up.
I'm gonna pre-order it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, we already knew that.
So, honestly, if I had to like gun to my head, pick a gaming company that would release a finished game, Microsoft is at the
Bethesda.
top of my list. Because they're owned
Yeah.
by Microsoft now.
Yeah,
So,
Who doesn't Microsoft own? They own Activision now.
they
me.
do.
That is a lie. You use Windows.
Yeah,
They could.
they got you.
Jordan. They don't own. Well,
Uh, the Linux gamer? I think not.
So you have no Windows devices or Microsoft devices in your household.
he's
I
got
do.
an iPhone and he's got the Linux PC.
Well, I have a Windows laptop,
And
but
an Xbox.
I have not used it. I do. I have two Xboxes. So,
Windows.
well, that's just Microsoft.
Microsoft. You got Microsoft.
Well, hey. So,
You're just a rebellious. You're in your rebellious teenage phases. It's okay.
okay, okay. So, I know you guys like food, right?
I
Oh,
do enjoy
baby.
food.
You like food that's tasty and convenient?
I do.
You like food that's cheap?
This week's sponsor, HelloFresh.
No, 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 no. You guys backed out on the 30-day Linux challenge, so I got another 30-day challenge for you.
Oh God.
Would you guys like to get in
Tomorrow is grocery day, so we can
tomorrow? You can get your
yeah.
groceries tomorrow because it can start on the 1st.
Well, no, like I have not done groceries yet, so I can make this happen if that's the thing. I can do this
Well,
tomorrow.
you see, the thing is, you guys have heard of Soylent, right?
Nope,
Only
I'm
good.
not fucking doing it.
Well, there's another company called Huel. It's a better product overall. I've done the research. I ran the numbers. Trust me.
Have you tried it?
I have tried it. Yes,
Okay,
it's
because
actually
I have heard
actually
that
decent.
I've heard that Soylent tastes like someone put a bunch of cardboard into the blender with some water.
Well, the powder. I haven't tried the Soylent powder. I've tried the Soylent in a bottle, and then I've tried
Yeah,
the
no,
Huel powder.
that's what I've heard. People said that the
Hmm.
Soylent is like in the bottle. It just tastes like you blended up some cardboard.
So, are you guys down to do the
Oh,
30 days?
this is like the mac and cheese stuff, right? I've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
Link.
I'll send you a link. But
I got.
I ordered mine to do.
Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Almost just sent you a very bad link.
Ooh, send it anyway.
No, don't you worry about what I got going on. All right.
So it's just so I bought a bunch of powder, right? But it's nutritionally complete. It's got everything you need. You just shake it up. They got different flavors. Obviously, they've got cinnamon, vanilla, chocolate, the regular ones. They also have peanut butter, cafe,
So you
latte,
didn't actually
bananas.
get the actual food stuff. You just got the drink.
I got the drink, yeah.
Okay.
And the tip I give for sites like this. So for G Fuel and sites like this where you're trying a unique drink, normally the more unique flavors are the better ones. Cuz obviously like they got to have the normal ones, so they try their best. But like if they put some weird stuff like salted caramel out, that's probably pretty good. So are you boys down to do the 30-day Huel challenge?
Like this is all I eat for 30 days.
Mhm. It's got everything you need. And I'm thinking we should have some cheat meals. Obviously, you're not going to food's kind of a social thing too, so
So could I do this for like breakfast and lunch, and then have like a normal people dinner.
That's actually what they recommend. But well, obviously we're pretty extreme here on this podcast, so.
So do we like? So what I think we should do?
Mm-hmm.
This is the theory I'm getting in my brain. We don't tell each other how many days we're going. Like we have a 30-day span, and at the end of those 30 days, we'll compare our notes to see how many who had the most Huel meals.
Okay. I could be down.
Which means I have to order 30 days worth of.
Well, you don't have
Huel.
to. So the thing is, right? This is so cheap that you're saving money every time you eat it.
Well, see, that's where you're wrong, because I don't eat breakfast or lunch.
Okay. Well, I don't believe that.
I mean, I unless you consider a protein bar lunch.
Okay. Because, last week you were telling, or maybe 2 weeks ago, you always telling us, oh man, I got an hour lunch. I don't know what to do with all this time. I'm always going to Chipotle.
Yeah, that was when I was training. I'm not training anymore. That was 2 weeks ago, sir.
Because I'm down. Obviously, this is my challenge. I'm not.
You get a free shirt out of this too?
You get a free shirt and the first order comes with a free shaker too.
Is it the bottle they're all holding? Because I kind of like that bottle.
That one that's black and white?
Yeah.
Yes.
How high quality of this shaker are we talking?
I don't know. It's specially designed, but.
I mean, so is every other brand.
Okay, well.
He's right,
He did get me there. I'm not gonna cap. I've never tried the bottle. I've only tried the powder like a year and a half ago.
They have a hot and savory pot.
They do have the food, yes.
No, I'm looking at like merch.
Oh.
Their
Well,
merch
the pot is for their hot and savory meals.
Oh, I do like their enamel mug. It's simple.
Are you guys on board? I like Wenzel's where it's like a competition.
Try it.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. When you said the bottle, is it the new Huel shaker?
From what I've read online, it is a new one, not those ones they sell. Those are the old ones.
Record. Have you tried? You've tried this already?
I have tried this. Yes.
Okay, and it's not like.
It's not terrible.
Oh, I don't need this.
It's like as good as a protein shake. At least the ones I have. I don't know what kind of protein you've drank, but.
None.
Okay, well, never mind then.
Lockable lid to avoid spills. Internal grid for the perfect mix.
The only thing is, it's a lot harder to shake than protein shakes.
Is it like thicker?
It is. Like I've never had an issue shaking up protein, whereas like with this, it was like I did it like 3 times, and every time it was still chunky.
So we doing the powder or the complete protein?
I say. Wait, what's the complete protein?
Just like protein powder.
Oh, I was doing
thinking the complete.
The complete. That's got everything you need.
Okay.
Which one is which? Hold on.
So it's $1. So if you're on the website,
it just says powder next to it, Patrick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's one that's powder in like a white pouch, and then you
have I'm seeing
protein.
Okay, we're doing the regular powder. Yes.
Yeah.
How many? We're doing regular powder, not the complete protein.
Yeah, just it says the Huel powder 3.0.
Okay. How many servings are in a pouch?
Wow, so it says each bag contains 17 meals, and a meal is 400 calories.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I would agree. A meal is not 400 calories. So you probably have to have 2 of those if you're going to have like a meal.
So it's $75 for 14 meals.
17.
If you order more, it becomes more discounted, I think. If you order like one, it'll be like 7.
I'm looking at 3 bags here, 51 meals, 118.
Okay, that's not bad. Do we want to share what flavors we're going to be going for?
I think I'm going to do salted caramel, peanut butter, and chocolate.
So I'm going to do chocolate.
Ooh, banana sounds good too, but that might be risky.
Yeah, the banana is one of those weird flavors.
This morning, was not good.
I'm thinking chocolate cafe latte.
I feel like you got to go with peanut butter.
Let me see which ones I
Oh,
ordered.
the salted caramel is kind of piquing my interest there.
That's true.
But I'm also at 2 bags, which is 34 meals, which will get me through my experiment here.
34 meals?
We're doing 2 bags? We're doing 3 bags.
I think
How
that
many?
I did 3.
because
Okay.
we're going 30 days, correct?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
So you only
presumably.
need 2 bags.
No.
If you eat 1 meal a day.
Oh, yeah, if you're going to have one
you're
of these
right.
a day, then yeah. And the one, it's a quote-unquote meal, it's only 400 calories.
Although, like, I will say, like, there are just days. I've been kind of doing like a intermittent fasting type thing. I've been reading a little bit online, and there are definitely some benefits to it. I know it's also kind of you have to be really careful. But like, there are just some days that I'm just like, I'm just not going to eat today, and then I'll have, like.
Yeah, so 1 bag will last you 2.8 days, assuming this is all you have. Assuming you also have a 2,400 calorie diet.
Like 4 bags if this is all you're doing for the. Well, we're doing 2 meals a day, so you would need 80 meals.
Well, you can also restock halfway through if you.
This is true. Because they might have new flavors by the time we need to restock.
Or you can just change. Or I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Get a different one.
Yeah. I'm doing the one time. I'm not subscribing.
I would subscribe and cancel it immediately because you get a 10% discount. And that's how you get the free stuff.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So how often are you doing it? Every 4 weeks? Yeah, it's only $106 that way.
It's the same price. Add another bag for only $33.13. Is there any other flavors on here that pique my interest?
I'm gonna make you get banana.
I'm not getting banana. You know what? I'll get banana.
Okay.
I feel like you want to get. Do you know how many? Like, is it like 1 scoop in the bottle and shake it, or is it like a couple of scoops?
So they recommend 2 scoops to 17 ounces of water.
So I kind of want like flavors that would be good mixed, like
Actually,
cafe latte and chocolate.
That is a thing people do on this.
Yeah, like chocolate and coffee would be good mixed. Peanut butter banana would be good mixed. Chocolate peanut butter would be good mixed. Like all of those. I bet cinnamon roll and coffee would probably be good mixed.
My biggest reason for not eating breakfast is I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to make food. Yeah. Because I wake up and I'm like, all right, I got 3 hours before I go to work. I come in here, check all the YouTube channels, check my emails, watch a YouTube video. I'm like, oh, cool. Time to go to work. So if I can just wake up, if I can make this before I go to sleep, grab it out of the fridge, give it a little shaky shake, and then go about my morning, I might eat breakfast. Orders typically arrive between 3 to 7 business days.
All right, I thought you guys are gonna make fun of me like you did with Linux, but I'm glad we're trying a 30-day challenge.
Because Linux is stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. You know how much fucking work that is? Like this is like, meh. Just put some shit in a bottle.
This is convenient.
You get 2 free scoops.
Yeah,
Why is it that?
They don't send you a scoop with every bag. They don't include one in a bag. I don't know. They're trying to be environmentally conscious and not waste plastic or whatever. So
I better at least get 1 in the 3 that I'm buying. Otherwise, I'm gonna be pissed.
they give you a free a couple scoops. Did you order it yet? Because I had to add. I said, give me an extra free scoop.
No, I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I get a free shaker and scoop. So I'm gonna get rid of my cool looking one, assuming it's gonna send me the one that I want.
All right. Have you guys heard of the Analog Pocket?
The Analog Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't say that I have.
So I don't know why, but Facebook just started recommending me all these analog pocket groups, right? And what it is,
What
it's
is
this.
that?
Okay, I'll send another link. But it's this like kind of modern looking handheld retro thing, and it's just got like all the stuff on it, like
Oh, this
all
looks
the retro
cool.
stuff. It's all the Game Boy stuff, all the anything you want. And the cool thing is the cartridges actually fit in this thing. It's not like you're just emulating stuff.
I want to have you pause for a second. I'm sending a code that will save you more money on Huel.
I figured I should have sent you guys that, but I forgot about that. Oh, I used that one. Never mind. You used the
Wait, so
honey hat.
can I load my old cartridges in here?
Yes. Yes.
So I can put my old Pokemon Emerald that I have sitting in a drawer somewhere.
Yes.
Whoa, that's so fucking sick.
It is sick.
How much? How much?
So it's on like mega back order. I'm in these Facebook groups, and people are like, "Oh, when do they ship in group 7B?" And people are like, "Man, they're on like 2, 3." You know?
How much?
I don't.
$220. I'm looking right here.
Yeah, they got a dock too for like, you can play on your TV. Oh, there it is.
$220. Fulfillment group C2023.
See what I mean?
I'm gonna assume that means they're not shipping until 2023. All right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna put that in the back of my head for a year or two.
Yeah, but it looks pretty cool because I know we always talk about like we're not mobile gamers. We don't play games on the go. If we're gonna play, we're gonna sit down and have a proper session. But this looks pretty
Yeah.
cool because I don't think I've ever seen a retro thing that lets you use your old cartridges. It's always
And
just
like
been like
the
download the generic ROM.
also like this the nostalgia I feel like
That too.
could be. Yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of stopped playing. Like the whole thing I would probably get it for is like to play Pokemon, like old Pokemon games that I have still. And like I don't play new Pokemon games. I don't particularly care about Pokemon anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know, maybe if I had a use for some of some of my old Pokemon games, stuff that I liked as a kid, especially if I could go in and like load up those old saves,
Mm-hmm.
like that would be cool. Just
Yeah. Because when I was in Korea, I had an emulated Pokemon save going, and I was having a decent time with it. But
did you do it on your phone or on your
I did.
computer?
I
How'd
just
you
did
do
it
it?
on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I was thinking about getting into it, and I was like, realistically, like, why would I buy like an old handheld console if I got my phone and it's the same thing?
Yeah.
But this thing looks cool, which is why I was kind of like, I was a little torn on it, because it doesn't really make sense in any way that I can express it. But it's just a cool thing. And the last thing, I wanted to talk about what you should do with your old computers. So I was
Yes,
looking
I've
into
been excited for this one.
So I was looking into this, right? Do you guys have like a shared drive at work, or do you guys not really use computers?
I don't really.
Okay.
What do you mean by shared drive? Like anyone can access it?
Yeah, so it's just like a hard drive that you can access from your computer. Anyone can access it.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can set one of those up at home with just an old computer. It's just some software you installed, you connect it to your router in a certain way, and you just leave it on and in a corner, and that's it. Because a server is just a computer. A server is, it's just, defining what type of computer you have or the purpose that you're using it for. Because I got a Raspberry Pi I ordered a hard drive for, and I want to set one up so that I can quickly transfer files or save files onto my network rather than saving them onto my computer when I switch operating systems or upgrade machines, that kind of thing. So that's what you should do with your old computer.
Okay.
And that's all I got. We taking a break, Patrick? Or you
I have another discount code for someone to use. Probably Patrick. This one gives you 15% off.
Ooh.
I thought that's the one you were trying to get your own
All
discount
right.
code.
This is what I got. I have been scouring the internet, all of these video game news websites for the last few days, trying to find good things to talk about. And honestly, it's all just Elden Ring shit, and I really don't care about Elden Ring. I'm not play Elden Ring. I just don't care. And so, we went into Old Faithful, reddit.com/r/advice.
Okay.
And I even did Am I the Asshole? And there was so many that I just didn't
The
fucking care
quality,
about.
the quality of
So
that.
many of the r/advices. I dug for hours trying to find a few that I was like, these are even not the best. The quality of this, it really has just gone down. I'm going to have to find myself a new watering hole here pretty...
Speaking of which, do you guys go on Reddit and like you go to popular and it's always like r/life pro tips and it's like the dumbest thing ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've noticed that
Reddit
too.
Reddit's gone into the shitter.
Like I went on there the other day and it was like life pro tip. You and your spouse should attempt to live off of only one of your incomes in case one of you lose your job. You know, man, what kind of what, have you seen the economy lately, man? What the hell? Who said that? Which one of the Randys got on Reddit and started spreading some information around?
All right. So, I have a couple of I got 5 of these that I picked out. We can do all 5 or we can do just a couple. I don't know what you guys want to do here. But
Do
I'll
one at a
read
time.
Yeah, I'll read a couple of the topics to you and we can kind of pick which ones you guys want. Got a kid who doesn't want to go to prom. You got a guy that bumped into an old classmate and he's not sure what he should do. Got a guy whose girl is not interested.
Ooh.
Have a lady who was lightly assaulted by a fellow coworker.
Well, I gotta hear about that one.
And then a person, I don't know who doesn't want to go to a going away lunch for their colleague, excuse me. Do you want to hear about the light assault?
Yeah, what's this light assault?
All right. So here we go. I, 27 female, work at a doctor's office as a medical assistant. I work the closing shift because the doctor takes walk-ins and I have to be there. There's always one person at the front desk closing with me and they rotate. This specific girl, who's a 26-year-old female, has a history of being a nuisance at work. She has body-checked herself into people's chairs sitting at their desks, sexually harassed and stalked one male employee who filed multiple complaints about her and nothing was done, gossips and starts drama and calls us all inappropriate pet name like babe, honey, sweetie, stuff like that. And lots of people have quit because of her. She has also pulled my hair many times. On Monday evening, maybe 10 minutes before we close, I was on the phone with a new patient getting them scheduled. And out of nowhere, she pops up behind me with a thick stack of charts and slams them down full force on my head. And it hurt. I couldn't verbally react because I was on the phone with the patient, and she walks away and says nothing. The managers aren't around this late into the night, so I had nobody to talk to about it. I can't think of anything I did to trigger her to do this, and in the morning, she was calling me weird pet names with no indication of being upset at me. The only thing I can think of is that I'm friends with the male employee she stalked and harassed, and maybe she assumes that's like a threat or something. I spoke to management the next morning, and their response to me was, "Oh wow, that's very unprofessional. We'll take care of that." And there's been no follow-up since. Should I ask for a follow-up? Do I take this higher to management? HR maybe? What do you guys think this gal should do?
Take that to the cops.
Yeah, I think
that's assault.
I think you definitely at least go to HR, and if HR doesn't do anything about it, then yeah, maybe you go to the police and just, hey, like...
If I'm standing at work talking to, I wouldn't talk to a client, so I'd be talking to a parent, and one of my coworkers comes up behind me
just
and
like
smacks me with like what I'm assuming is probably like 2-3 inches of paperwork,
like a phone
I was
book,
gonna say,
probably,
yeah, like a
basically.
phone book worth of paper.
Oh yeah, I'm going over the shift leader and going to like the supervisor and being like, this just happened, and I'm pressing charges.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you're one of the homeboys that I hang out with every day. Like, okay, maybe not them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was gonna say we did some
I
pretty
wouldn't blame
terrible
you,
shit
yeah.
to each other back in the day. Let me tell you. Remember the things we did to Riley on the bus?
Remember when we stuck smelling salts up your nose? Good times.
Didn't appreciate that.
They're like, that's assault.
Yeah, especially
no-
if you're. I don't know you. I don't like you. Yeah, it's very clear that. Yeah, this is not welcome behavior.
Like,
Yeah.
calling me pet names at work? No. I don't care who you are. And let me rephrase that. Being in the South, if an older, like 50s to 60s lady calls me darling, I'll let that slide. But if you're 23 and you come up and call me like Z Poppy
What's up,
or
sugar tits?
yeah, like one, sexual harassment, two, never talk to me again. Or like honey, sugar. If you call me honey at work, I'm gonna look at you and be like, no, don't call me. I have a name. Use it. Jordy.
So, you guys pretty much hammered what to do about this one particular occasion, but OP originally said, this person is always causing trouble, body checking people and being unprofessional. If they're really doing it to everyone, then you shouldn't have a problem getting everyone to do it back to them. So
Yeah. Also.
this was we had a guy. This kind of reminds me of a guy when I was deployed. Right, he would always call his wife and like his infant son, and he'd be making like weird ass sounds on the break room and on speaker. Right, and he's like, "Oh, you so cute. Oh, is it bath time?" So then we were like, "Man, what the fuck is this guy like? Take that shit outside. We're trying to fucking watch the Avengers here, man. Can you fuck off, right?" So he's
We only
always
got
doing
3 DVDs in this shit.
exactly. So we're like, man, what? Like, you can't go be weird somewhere else. You got to do it right here. So one day we were like, man, we're all gonna call someone and be fucking weird to each other in front of this guy until he gets the memo. And I would take the same approach to, that if someone's gonna call you baby, you just get everyone, oh, how are you, honey bear, or whatever,
Yeah.
until they get the fucking memo.
Trying to think of one of my coworkers body checking me at work and what would happen. I think they'd be fired.
Well, I don't know what the OP means by that, but if it just means like bumping into everyone.
Like I can understand. You're like
They
walking
said that
through a
they had
hallway.
like body checked people in like out of their chair.
Oh,
If you
okay.
body
Yeah,
check me
no.
out of my chair,
Like you're
I'm
gonna get your
walking
shit
across the
rolled.
street to the
Yeah, what
sheriff's
the hell?
department and being like, "Here's the timestamps. Look at our cameras." And then I'm gonna go back to work and find every supervisor ever and have them do the same thing. Because not only is that like disrespectful to me, that's also like
That's
in my
assaulting an
line of
officer
work,
right there.
it's assaulting an officer. But it's also the kids are gonna see that and be like,
Oh,
he
now
doesn't
this is
care.
okay.
Yeah, this is okay. And once they body check me, one, they're catching a charge. Two, they're getting kicked out of the program. And
Assaulting an
three,
officer.
I already went over that one. It's catching a charge. They're probably getting kicked out of the program and have to go back to regular detention, and assaulting an officer carries enough charges that they're gonna be there for a hot minute. And that's not our MO, believe it or not. What's the next one?
Yeah, moving on.
I'm
All right,
fired up.
I got a couple. A lot of these are like high school or college aged kids who are
Give me a high school one.
not really sure. All right.
I hang
Here's
out
one. This is kind of something. This is kind of. I feel like you can relate, Wenzel. I think you probably could also relate to this, Jordan. I don't actually know for sure, but I feel like you can. Not wanting to go to prom. So prom is coming up, and my friend really wants to go and is going. I personally don't feel like going because I'm not a fan of those types of things, and I really don't like dances. But my friend keeps on telling me that I'm going, and they don't care, and I'm going. Where am I? I've already said for previous dances I don't want to go, and they would keep pushing me. And now this. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong by not being assertive enough. Excuse me. They don't know the extent of how much I don't want to go, and they keep pushing on the topic. And now all I'm thinking about is how to escape from of talking to them because they aren't taking me seriously. What should I do?
Now, I tell you what. I didn't go to prom because I didn't want to be, I hate dances. I hate dressing up. I hate being at any type of school function. There's nothing there that I thought, oh yeah, that'd be fun. There's nothing about that, you know. But I also wouldn't hang out with people who want to go to those sorts of things and want other people to go. Like,
You hung out with me.
did you? Okay, well, you didn't assert me to go. You know,
No, I didn't force you. I was just like, hey,
You
you should
didn't-
go. It'll be really cool.
yeah, you didn't like. I don't think you asked me more than once. To be honest, maybe you asked me
Yeah,
once.
probably not.
So I don't know. Why you're
You
hanging
might
out
have
with
said
these
no,
dudes.
and then I was like, oh, come on, it'll be really cool, and you're probably like, no, and I'm like, all right,
No,
I'll fuck off.
no. So I mean, he's probably hanging out with some. Who is this dude he's hanging out with? Like,
Yeah, I
that
think
seems to be the main issue. Don't hang out with this guy.
if your friends are not respecting how you feel about things, it doesn't matter what it is. It shouldn't matter if it's I don't want to go to the dance. It shouldn't matter if it's I don't want to smoke weed with you. It shouldn't matter if it's I don't want you to ride in my car with me while I don't have my license. You know, whatever it is, it shouldn't matter. If your friends are not willing to respect that you're wanting to say no to something, you should get new friends.
Yeah,
It's
unless it's
just that
something like
simple.
unhealthy, then maybe if your friends are pressuring you to not do it.
Yeah, if your
Other
friends
than
are,
that-
pressuring you to not fucking shoot yourself,
Yeah.
then. But largely, you should surround yourself with people that are willing to take no for an answer.
I'm trying to think of instances where I asked you to do something and you said no, or you asked me to do something and I said no. And I don't know if I can think of any.
There's probably like some parties or something that I was doing, and you were like, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't a big party person.
Yeah, I definitely probably asked you like the first couple of times, and then I was just like, all right, he's not in. I just stopped asking you because I know that it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. And for like dances, everything before senior year I don't remember. Excluding like middle school Halloween dance.
I know that like you were kind of forced to go because of
yes, my relationship at the time.
Yeah, but I know that if you had your way, you would not have been there.
I do remember going to senior prom for about 40 minutes.
Yep, I remember that. Well, what I remember of senior prom.
Yeah.
Goddamn, little mama.
And then
That was
going back to my house and having a bonfire, and I remember that way more. Because me and Alec called my ex like we did almost every time we were near each other and just belittled her and harassed her.
remember that. I remember after I dropped my date off, we were throwing the soda cans in the fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
And then I remember my stepdad coming out, asking what we were doing. We told him, and he told us to throw another one in. And then gave us a bunch of old beer cans and told us to throw those in.
Yeah, we didn't throw the old beer cans in.
No, we did not. Sorry. I don't really care about your opinion if you ever listen to this.
Also, like, what do you really think's gonna happen here? You give a bunch of high school kids a bunch of beer, and get rid of this. Yes, sir.
I am very much like if you came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want to go to a house party or a bonfire by the river?"
I'd be down. If it's
Fuck the
something
house
cool.
party.
Yeah.
I'll go down to the river. Because there's a
You gonna go down to the river on a Friday night?
way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will. We should all go to the Chattahoochee River.
It's only like 2 hours from here.
So what we do is we bring a laptop and some generators.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a generator. Not even. My car has an outlet. We can just drive my car down there. And we'll record a live podcast session on the Chattahoochee River.
The Chattahoochee.
We'll bring mics, a fold-out table, and just be weird. I got a 4K camera. I got a DSLR I can bring. We can have a good in-person podcast session. I'm trying to remember Toby Keith lines to a song. Something about ass in the sand.
We'll have our toes in the water. Ass in the sand.
Ass in the sand. And drinking claws.
Moving on. We'll have a pyramid of cans.
Yeah.
In the pale moonlight.
Moving on.
All right, I got 3 more. I'll probably do like 1, maybe 2 more here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a guy with a lady who is not interested. A guy who's trying to rekindle with a high school classmate. or a person, I don't know who is trying to get out of going to this going away lunch for his coworker, for their coworker.
I'd say going away lunch, you know?
Yeah, let's go with that one.
All right. Is it okay to skip this fancy $55 farewell lunch for a colleague that I barely know? So I recently started work at this new place and am the only new joiner in the team during the COVID period. One of my team members, who appears to be really popular, is leaving the team. I don't know him well and we never worked together. I was invited to attend a lunch this Friday to bid him farewell and I accepted the invite. Today, I come to know that they have booked a table in this fancy restaurant and have booked a set menu option which includes 2 courses and a drink for $55. Now, I'd be happy to attend and pay for this myself if it were a normal meal and not this expensive, because I'm probably the lowest in the food chain and don't earn nearly as much as the other team members. Should I attend this lunch given that I've already said yes, and my absence could be taken as being introverted, which I don't want, and 2, and the other reason being, it's $55 for a meal. He was not told about this beforehand, and for this price, they could potentially have 3 to 4 regular meals instead. What do you guys think? You guys go into this if you're this
I thought this would be an easier one, right? But
Yeah.
normally when you get offered something like this, my normal inclination is to say, no, I ain't going to that. What? No, why would I go to that? Right? But he already said yes, which complicates things now.
Mm-hmm.
So
'Cause
maybe you come up with some fake appointment. It seems like the maneuver. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go to the dentist that day. My bad, man.
you
I
know
can't
what
go.
there is there's a kind of a universal get out of jail free card
Mm-hmm.
these days that we have in
Ooh,
this
that's a good one. That's a
I
good
have a
one.
potential COVID exposure, man.
Well,
You
it
know,
depends where
I'd
he's
really
at.
like to. It doesn't even matter. I
Well,
got a
COVID
potential COVID
exposure.
exposure. I'd really like to
You're saying he
I'm
was
just waiting
around
on the
someone?
results of this. Yeah, he just
Oh, well, that doesn't count anymore if you're vaccinated.
for work at us for
Oh, okay.
work for me at work it still does. If you
The
have a potential
CDC.
exposure, they still make
Okay.
you stay home.
Yeah, that's not what the
Yeah,
CDC recommends if you're vaccinated. That's why. But if this guy
my
isn't, hey.
my place of employment will not let you come to work if you have a potential COVID exposure.
Oh, damn. Man, I gotta get a job at one of these places. I tell you what. You have to have symptoms and get a test.
Nope, not for us. If I call
Yeah.
my boss and said, "Hey, like, I think I was exposed to COVID," cool. We're gonna use whatever paid time off you have, and then we're gonna start using this COVID time off.
Hmm.
We have a special allotment we get. I think it's like 2 hours every day. That if you think you might have COVID or you've come in contact with it, you get 2 days off, and one of those days you're gonna go get a rapid test
Mm-hmm.
and come back. And then if it comes back that you have COVID, cool. Utilize this time. If not, get back to work. And most people opt in to take the COVID test on the second day because it's 2 days paid off. Who doesn't want that?
Got a point.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, I do have a co-worker that I barely know who's moving to a different shift, and they were trying to get everyone to come in for like a pizza thing. And then they told us you have to chip in for the pizza, and I was like, not happening. You also have to come to work 2 hours early, and no thank you.
I imagine you're probably not working those 2 hours.
You are not. I asked that
Okay, well.
because if I could clock in, yeah, I'll chip in $10 and eat some pizza.
Profit.
Yeah, that's. See, I make $19.19 an hour. I'm gonna round down. So double my money, almost.
Just moving on.
Moving on. Actually, I don't think Patrick said what he would do.
Uh,
I thought
I
it was just the whole thing.
I think if it was me, I would probably just not go.
Would you give like a fake reason, or would you just like not show up?
Have a plan to give a reason, and then if people asked me like the next day at work or whatever, I
It
would.
is on Friday, so people might forget.
Yeah, if it was like Monday and people were like, "Hey, missed you. Tony's going away lunch," I'd be like, "Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Yeah, whatever. I would give.
You could always pull the classic. Oh, I need to go help my mom. No one's gonna
Or,
question that.
hey, just say I'm not feeling good, or whatever.
Yeah, well, this guy also says he doesn't want people to think he's introverted.
Okay, I would probably just
So that's where I'm
go.
like, man, what? Yeah, that part.
Like, what's the worst? What's the worst thing that happens? I guess. Yeah, I'd probably just go.
If you want to be an extrovert, extroverts go out to meals and spend money on things they don't need to hang out with other people. You know,
Very
when
true.
I'm
I think it would
drinking,
also depend
I
on
I
like the
ain't
line of
drinking to
work.
go hang out with other people, man. I'm drinking to drink. Like what?
Yeah.
I don't gotta go down to the bar and hang out with people.
If this was like a I'm gonna have my career here kind of job, yeah, then I would lean more on the go.
Mm-hmm.
But if this is like I'm working here till I need to work here to get experience in this line of work so I can move up to a better paying company, fuck them.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to this dinner, lunch, whatever it is.
Yeah. If he doesn't mind, losing this job and getting another one.
It would also depend on what the food is. Because if they're going to like Applebee's, yeah, no.
Well, it's like a fancy restaurant. They have reserved the table and there's a set menu.
If it's like Italian, oh boy, I'm in. I love Italian food.
Yeah, I think that there is definitely a world in where maybe if you're okay, how do I, if you're okay losing this job, then maybe you're also okay losing the fact that we don't have an outro.